Hey, how's it going, everyone? WTFSexyHeadphones here with some Stalker on PlayStation. So you guys had to see, if you haven't yet, GSC has released the Legends of the Zone trilogy. What that means is Stalker Shadow Chernobyl, Clear Sky, and Call of Pripyat you can now play on PlayStation or Xbox, all from the comfort of your bed, or couch, or wherever you console game if you do console game. I don't know. So naturally, I had to support my boys at GSC and get it on my PlayStation 4 and see what Stalker is all about on console. So I have been getting a lot of questions of, obviously, how does it play? How are the controls like? We all want to know, how's the shooting like in here, especially because Stalker's known to be a little bit more difficult of a game. If you guys are like me, I am really shitty with shooting on a controller. I think a lot of us are if you're used to PC controller and mouse. So they have the aim tracking and they do have the aim assist. Let me explain my experience with that, because it is a little bit weird and it does take some getting used to. So I have both tracking and aim assist on right now. The tracking will 100% kind of screw you up a little bit if you don't know how to finesse it. So let me give you an example of where it kind of messed me up. The outpost where the military is at the train tracks and they try to make you pay to go through. So I always like to fight that military outpost from the top of the tracks, and I like to shoot down at them, and then they'll normally start coming up the hill at you from there, and you kind of start picking them off sometimes, or sometimes it might stay away and you can lean and shoot. So here's what the tracking does. So you know on how through all of Stalker, the enemies were always able to track and shoot you through the wall? Well, they can't shoot you through the wall, but you see them shooting and tracking you via the wall. You now have the ability to track them through the wall as well. So why this screws you up a little bit is, so when you're up here looking down and they start coming up along the wall, you aim yourself up a little higher, and where the grass is, okay, this is where you guys are going to pop up, this is where I'm going to shoot and hit you. Well, your aim instead is like, oh no, they're down here, I'm tracking them through the wall, we're going to go down here and we're just going to line the cement. So that got me killed a little bit, because I had to immediately throw my aim right back to where they were about to pop out and shoot me, which is exactly what they did. Died so many times at that outpost, you guys, it was so annoying. So many times in I died so many times in Cordon. It was awful. But anyway, it will 100%, if they start getting too close, it will start tracking them through the wall, and it will bring your aim down through the wall and track you along the cement. Like, you can shoot through the cement, though you can't. So it is going to screw you up that way. I had some friends tell me that they already turned it off. I do still have it on because I feel like I've learned a little bit of how to work with it now. And I will happily say, while I died a shit ton in Cordon, excuse me, while I died a shit ton in Cordon, I didn't die at all in the garbage, which I was so happy with, because I got my ass kicked on the fucking Nimble mission. I died like 3 times on the Nimble mission. I can't tell you how many times I died fighting the military at that stupid bridge just so I could take their shit and not have to deal with it every time. But I do have the tracking down a little bit better now. Again, it does take some finesse. Once you realize how the tracking and the assist kind of, like, what it locks onto and how it goes, I do find it a little more helpful with kind of keeping me from, I have a habit of like swinging too far this way, too far that way. So it does kind of help lock you in and dial you in a little bit better, but you have to be aware of also what it's going to do to counteract when it does the opposite of what you want it to do, like, again, tracking through the wall and so forth. Or also, when it does the tracking, it will be when your enemy starts to strafe to the left or the right. Your tracking is going to trail a little behind. It will continue to track them and pick up on it, but it's going to trail a little behind, which you just kind of need like a quick little flick to the side to get yourself back on angle. So I do find that a little bit helpful. Again, I had friends tell me that they're using it and they're like, hey, I hate it, it sucks, and they can't make peace with it. I'm so shitty with controller that I'm like, I'll take the help I can get, even if sometimes it isn't help. But I've learned to kind of work with it, and it is getting better. You know what I'm saying? It's getting a little bit better. So tracking and aim assist they do have on there. It is a bit wonky. It takes a bit of getting used to. Again, I died so much in Cordon. So sad. But I managed to make it through the garbage without dying, which I felt really damn good about. So once you get those military weapons, it helps a lot more, let me tell you. the military weapons helped me a lot through the garbage, which is partly why I did that. So yes, very interesting, and you'll still, don't you worry, guys. I know you all were worried about this. Fear not. Stalker will still give you this.
I got my first crash. Oh, fuck, when did I save?
Uh-huh, yeah. Ain't Stalker without a crash at some point. Don't you worry, guys, you will get the experience. This was when I tried to load into Agroprom Underground. The game was like, nope, you done enough, we're done with you. Stop, and then it crashed me right as I was loading into the Underground. But don't worry, guys, because I was like, fuck you. And then I loaded back up, and then I did the Underground, and then I even snuck out of the military base. I grabbed them documents, and I snuck myself away, and I was like, boom. The zone can't hold me! Yeah. So anyway. Alright, that was a little bit of a tangent. The other thing I wanted to give you guys, too, a little helpful thing as well. I almost thought that they didn't have this feature. I almost thought that they didn't have this feature, and it worried me. But they do. Leaning. So the only way that I'm aware of that you can lean in and out of your environment while shooting is when you aim. It does not have that feature any other way from what I can tell. So some people were thinking that lean is not in here, where you can lean in and out of cover. You can. You just have to aim first. Once you aim and then you use your bumpers it will lock you in your lean. So that way you don't have to continue holding it. You hit one of your bumpers, it will lock you in left or right, and then you hit it again to undo. So perfectly nice, because at first I didn't realize they had that, because again, I had my weapon out, but like, when you go to look at the enemies and you go to kind of just scope out the area before aiming, if you guys ever do that, it did not let me do that. And I was like, oh my god, there's no lean. This is going to suck. I'm like, you need cover in Stalker. So fear not. The lean is there. If you guys have tried what I tried and you thought that it was not, to my knowledge, I think, and I could be wrong, let me know if you guys seen it in any other way. I haven't got to play it too much yet, but as long as you aim down sight with your weapon, it will also give you the lean function as well. So you do have that. So fear not. Other than that, you guys, I think that's about all I can think of. I haven't got, well, yeah, I haven't gotten all too far. I just got to the bar, I think, so. Alrighty, I'm getting super discombobulated now. I'm just excited. So that's pretty much the gist of it, though, you guys. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy playing Stalker in a different way and having Stalker in what feels like a different challenge, you know what I mean? And definitely playing it with controller is a challenge for me. So it has been a lot of fun. I just actually remembered that I could stream off my PlayStation because I haven't done it in so long. So I'll probably see about streaming some of the Stalker gameplay. So if you guys want to check that out, links down below. I don't know when. I normally announce it on my Discord when I do. So again, links down below for all that stuff. But yeah, might see about streaming it. So see if you guys can catch that if you want to get a live action of seeing what it looks like. But other than that, check it out yourselves, you guys. It's a lot of fun. Bye! Feel my power!